And Njabala is the figure in a very popular traditional folk story about a lazy girl. And we are told that she is spoilt and doesn't know how to do chores. In some versions, she hasn't been taught. In some versions, she is unwilling to learn. So there's a difference of opinion here. But essentially, at the point of marriage, she doesn't know how to do these chores, and she's almost like a warning tale. You shouldn't, this is not how you perform womanhood.
So in our installation, we link, or we look at the relationship between seasons of cultivation seasons and the menstrual cycle and seasons of the day.
We start the experience at night time, inspired by the creation story that orders day to start with evening first and then morning, and that's a day. And when you look at how we tell time culturally, we also tell time in evening hours and morning hours. For example, 7 p.m. would be the first o'clock of the night in local time. And so that inspired us to start with night. And if you think about time that way, that means the day was designed to start with rest. And when we relate that to the menstrual cycle, at this point in the installation, the menstrual cycle starts with the menstrual period, which also calls for rest. Just as in the cultivation seasons, ideally the start would be a dry season where the land is left to rest before it is prepared for cultivation in anticipation of the rains.
This is a piece of bark cloth, olubogo, and it has been dyed black using a specific type of clay in Masaka. And I have collaged on here using banana fibers that tell the story of the moon, its pocks, its dips, its many craters. And I was lucky to find a piece of banana fiber that had been turned red, which is not normal. But this matches the menstrual phase that we are in. This helps to tell our story. I didn't grow up with images of African women resting, and it's intentional that she is sleeping in nature, being restored by nature, lying on this yam leaf, a mayuni leaf, surrounded by pumpkins and suju, sweet potatoes. And as this is part of the menstrual phase, I show her holding onto her abdomen, her lower area, because she is menstruating. And at night, this is the right time for her to rest. I'm asserting that rest is her divine right, and it's a way to restore her. It's just been denied to us because womanhood comes with so many demands on us, which take us out of our natural rhythms. This is a really important image for me. So many women need to be reminded to rest and not just to perform.
Our exhibition is picking off of the Njabala folklore, which Birungi has shared about, and we look into the care instruction Njabala receives, and also open it up to what more instruction Njabala can receive. because in the folklore she's being instructed on how to perform as a woman, as a wife, and as a potential mother, but we're opening it up to what care instructions can Njabala receive for herself as a person besides being a wife and a mother. But we also take note of the cultivation instructions that she receives from her mom, her mother's ghost, and we also look into what lessons we can learn from cultivation on how to care for our bodies as women. And a great lesson for this period before rains, in anticipation of rains, is how the land is cared for and also prepared for the rains.